Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, somebody asked me to look at Remington James, this guy. I've actually randomly seen a video of his where he talks about doing steroids, and he like admits that he's on TRT or something. Um, he's okay, I guess. They said they like him, they like his personality, and I should look at him. Blah blah blah. This is not my this is not my preferred style of content to watch. It's a little too mainstream for me. It reminds me a lot of Eric the Electric, where he's like, "Yo, yo, we're gonna do this, yo, woo, let's go." And it's just like, I don't know, that's not my style. I mean, it obviously works for him, dude's crushing it, but like, I don't know, it's a little too much sizzle, not enough steak, in my opinion. Also, really quick, like I'm looking, kind of skimming his channel a little bit. All of this is like anabolic pumpkin pie, anabolic chicken, anabolic brownie batter blizzard. This all falls like into the category of fake junk food that I'm not really a fan of. And I saw this video here, anabolic French toast for the whole week. Anabolic French toast, that's like Greg Doucette's thing. Anabolic French toast is like what he's known for. So I thought I'd watch this one and just kind of give my opinion on it. Again, nothing against this guy. He's clearly doing something right. I don't like this fake junk food thing. I think it's just better to eat regular food. I don't even know what this anabolic French toast is. Kind of curious. So let's watch this video, and yeah, gonna watch it at 1.5 times speed. So try and keep up.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. The love on the channel lately. Holy cow, man. I can't believe it. Appreciate you guys commenting, hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing. That subscription means the world, baby. We gotta hit a milli. A milli, a milli, a milli. Comment below if you know the song. Best rapper alive. So I've been asking you guys for suggestions in the comments below on what you want to see me make a week's worth of. And today, we're taking it way back to the recipe that started it all. Anabolic French toast. Eaten every day by the likes of Greg Doucette, Will Tennyson, Jesse James West, me. I gotta include myself. And seriously, all those fine gentlemen can't be wrong. In today's video, we're making anabolic French toast for the entire week. As always, this is wicked simple. Anybody with a peanut between their ears can do this. This requires minimal time, minimal ingredients, and when you're done, you're gonna have yourself an anabolic French toast mountain. If you've been wanting to join the anabolic team but you don't know where to start, I'm telling you, man, this recipe could be the one that changes your life. And if you have the RJF Anabolic Cookbook, link in my description box, it has been updated. This recipe's in there. Well, it was already in there. But if you haven't updated it in a while, we have tons of recipes in there, perfect for meal prep. Make in bulk batches. That way, you don't have to do the same boring chicken, rice, and broccoli. You can switch it up, eat the foods you love, still make gains, burn fat, stay lean. It's a lifestyle, baby. It's a lifestyle. You get it one time, you get every future recipe for free. So if you guys are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! And as some of you guys might know, this recipe is stupid simple, man. You really, at a core level, all you need is some plain white bread and some liquid egg whites. But choosing your bread, the lower calories, the better. I usually offer about 65 calories a slice. But do you, Buttercup? Let's go. And we're gonna start this recipe off. We got a food scale. We're gonna sit a mixing bowl right on there. And the same as always, I'm gonna show you guys how to do one of these. And once you have that knowledge, you can easily do a little multiplication.
So anabolic French toast is just regular French toast. Am I missing something? I'm kind of disappointed. Not gonna lie. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm disappointed. I was thinking that it would be like much more complex or something. Like it's anabolic French toast. This is just regular French toast. Or I guess, is it anabolic because it's only egg whites? And for regular French toast, it's the whole egg? Okay. That's kind of, yeah, all right. Anyway, I don't even know what to say. Okay, all right. So here's what I don't like. I don't like meal prep. I don't like making food for the whole week, and I'm definitely not about to make fucking French toast that I'm gonna eat 4 days later. Ugh, disgusting. Who wants to eat that? French toast is good if you eat it within like 5 minutes. If you wait, what are you gonna put it in the refrigerator and like reheat your egg bread, your bread that you dipped in egg and fried in a pan? That sounds terrible. It sounds really bad. No offense to anybody, but like that just sound. Does that sound like it tastes good? Like you're not gonna eat. You're gonna consciously make a decision to choose something other than the best possible food that you could eat, like beef or chicken or liver, and you're gonna eat 3-day-old bread that you cooked in an egg white, and not even a real egg white from a fucking carton. Like that's the choice that you made. And again, like I said, nothing against this guy. He's clearly I'm sure he knows a lot about fitness, blah, blah, blah. But like these videos are for entertainment. This is food porn for Zoomers who like the whole fucking let's do the Fortnite dance and fucking scream really loud and like, you know, that's just what they want. You know, that's what the market has shown is popular. And when I watch stuff like this, I'm like, damn, is this what you have to do to be popular? This is what you have to do. It's like I remember back in the day, there was this guy named Ross who was he's like an MMA trainer. Let's see if I can find him. Anyway, sorry, little side note here. Ross, MMA trainer, Ross Pearson, that guy. So this guy had a website. Let's see if it's still open. Or, oh no, it wasn't SureDog. Anyway, he had this forum, this bald dude. This guy was like super hardcore. This is like really old. Anyway, this guy was telling a story once, and he was like really hardcore. He was like so back in the day before kettlebells were popular, it was all about sandbag training. And sandbag training, what you would do is you would take a duffel bag and you would fill it with these Ziploc bags, double bagged, duct taped, filled with sand, right? You would fill them like 3/4 of the way, and you would put, I don't know, 10 or so of these Ziploc bags in a sandbag. And then you would do the same exercises you do with kettlebells, but with the sandbag. And the whole idea is that because the weight is not stable, you know, you've got all the different bags in there, it would work all your stabilizer muscles differently, and you can, you know, run with it if you want to do weighted running. And, you know, it's really good for your grip strength because you're not supposed to grab the handles of the sandbag. You're supposed to grab the actual like outside canvas part. So really good for your grip. And, you know, he was really hardcore, and I tried this. So when I would use the sandbag, it would scratch my fingers, right? It would like scratch my knuckles here. And I went on the forum and I was like, this is scratching my knuckles. This hurts. What do I do? And he's, you know, this wasn't me. I like searched for the question, and he would be like, just don't be a little bitch, man. You're fucking training for MMA. Like, okay, your knuckles hurt. Big fucking deal. That's kind of how hardcore he was. And I remember he was telling a story, and he was talking about a friend of his who was like a really high level amateur boxing champion or something like that. And he went to a training camp for 6 weeks where he was going to train to be a pro. And anyway, he's talking to the guy, and the guy says that he ended up dropping out after 2 weeks. And the sentence that he said, and I remember it to this day, he's like, if this is what it takes to be champion, I don't want to be a champion. That's it. And so when I watch these videos, I'm like, shit, man, is this what it takes to like get really popular and get 500,000 subscribers on YouTube? I got to act like that. Like, I don't want to do it. It's just not me. Anyway, like I said, nothing against him. Anabolic French toast. I don't know. This is what people like. Greg Doucette is great. Don't get me wrong. He's wonderful, but not because he says to eat fucking French toast. Give me a break. With white bread, Sara Lee white bread. Really, bro? Not even gonna get like some actual real bread. All right.
For as many days as you want. So we start off with 276 grams of liquid egg whites. And next we just add in 2 grams of cinnamon, 5 grams of vanilla extract, and then 3 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener. Then you just go in with a whisk and mix it all up. Then you take your 4 slices of white bread, one at a time, dip it down in your concoction, flip it over, let it soak up that liquid, and then once it's good, transfer it to a plate, rinse and repeat all slices. And then normally, if we were just making one, we would fry it on the skillet real quick, like this. A little bit of nonstick, and we just set our pieces down here and fry for 2 to 3 minutes each side. And there you have it. 1 serving anabolic French toast. Pretty easy. Takes about 10 minutes or so to whip up. But if you want to be able to have a lot of this in bulk right at your fingertips and you don't want to sit here and fry all the pieces, this is how we're going to do it. Let's go. We start by getting 3 baking sheets, covering them with parchment paper or aluminum foil, and hitting them with nonstick. Boom. Now all we're going to do is a little bit of multiplication. 276 grams egg whites times 6 more days is 1,656. So watch the scale and slowly add it in. Now 12 grams of cinnamon, 30 grams of vanilla extract, 18 grams of 0-calorie sweetener, and then whisk it all together. Now we got our 24 slices of bread for the other 6 days right here. I'm just gonna go in, dip down into our batter, do the same thing we did earlier, let it soak it up, and then transfer it to my baking sheet right here. Now I'm just gonna rinse and repeat with all of these, and with a bigger bowl, you can do multiple, 3 slices at a time, dunk them down in there, let them soak it up, cooking it up a bit, but we're gonna keep doing this until all these trays are full. Just like that, we got our anabolic French toast trayed up and ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is preheat our oven to 425 degrees. You can do a little less if you don't like your French toast crispy, but I find this the best way to do it. And if your oven has a convection mode, you might wanna use that. It's gonna blow air around, make it all cook a little evenly since we are making 3 trays. But if not, no big deal. So I'm just gonna slide this in, tray 2, tray 3. So now we set a timer for 15 minutes, then we gotta flip them, and the rest is history, guys. I'll be right back. All right, round one in the oven is done. Now, they'd probably be pretty good like this. You can still eat them, but I do recommend we flip them and give them at least 5 to 10 more minutes in the oven. That's gonna really crisp them up and make them perfect. So we just go in with a spatula. I'm gonna separate the pieces like so. Get it and flip it. Give that other side some love, baby. So I'm gonna go in, do that to every single piece on all these trays. Then we'll toss it back in the oven for about 5, 10 more minutes, and these will be ready to go. Game time, baby. And boom, our anabolic French toast for the entire week is...
Sorry, my computer was running out of battery. It's a cooking show. It's a cooking show. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking a nerd or something, but like, why would you do this, right? So what's my problem with this, right? Is this doesn't encourage healthy eating. This does not encourage healthy habits. This is like, I want to eat something that tastes good, and eating the best food for my body is not my number one priority. So, and that's, you know, it's not the fact that like you're eating French toast. It's not the fact that you're eating white bread with egg baked in an oven. That's not the worst thing that you could eat. Definitely not the best thing. But the problem is that your motivation behind it, your reason for wanting to eat it, is that you are looking for something that tastes good. And the healthy part is a secondary consideration, really. At least that's kind of what it seems. You could make the argument that it's actually the other way. But if it was the other way, then you would not choose to eat white bread with egg whites from a carton and fucking spray on canola oil. Like, I guess you could get olive oil, right, if you want to get the nonstick, but like, you know, with the aerosol, I don't know. I just don't like this style of eating. And another thing, I mentioned this in another video that I made, but this is one of my, and again, like I said, I really like Greg Doucette. I like the message that he sends. I think overall he's a net positive for the fitness meta, let's call it. One thing that I don't like is that he doesn't really acknowledge the fact that he has a lot more leeway in the foods that he eats because he's on TRT. He's doing 140 milligrams a week of TRT. Not saying he doesn't go to the gym, not saying he doesn't train hard, not saying he doesn't do his fucking bicycle runs all the time and works his ass off, of course. But you have more leeway when you eat, you know, when you're on TRT. That's just a fact. You have more leeway. Done. Bottom line. End of story. You can cheat more. You can eat more food that's not the best food to eat. There's no, you cannot argue with that, right? Spiking your insulin by eating white bread with fucking fake sugar, it is going to be less of a big deal for somebody who's pinning testosterone than it is for somebody who isn't. And people don't acknowledge that, which is, I don't know. I just think it's not, I don't want to say it's ethically wrong, but like it's irresponsible, not irresponsible. It should be mentioned, basically. And this guy's also on TRT, you know. Again, nothing wrong with TRT. I think it's great. I think it's something pretty much everybody should do after a certain age, 100%. But you need to address that in a video. If you're telling people to eat fucking white bread with Splenda and egg whites from a carton. And why wouldn't, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's
done. And check it out. This is one of the pieces there, man. They get crispy, they're firm, and I promise they're delicious. We'll find out in a second. Now, when it comes to storing these, we have two options. You can do it this way. Get your glass container with a lid, layer them all down in there, dump some syrup on top of them, put them in the fridge, man. They're gonna last for a week easily. Or just get yourself some cheap meal prep containers. Walmart's got them for a steal, really. Or link in my description, or some on Amazon. And just take your 4 slices, put them in a meal prep container, grab some sugar-free syrup, put it right there in with it, snap a lid on it, and boom, you're good to go. Either way you store them is fine. These ones are great to take with you to work. You can microwave it a couple minutes, gonna be good, but I promise you guys, I've done it a million times. These are amazing cold. Don't take my word for it, man. Give it a shot. I promise you're gonna love it. And and boom, just like that. Every meal for the entire week, and then a grab-and-go bucket, which will last another week. This was my first batch experimental. I had to dial in the cooking times. But for this one, we got them. These are a little undercooked, but still good. If you made it this far in the video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, where I show you how to take control of your diet, take control of your body, make foods that are not only delicious, but are good for you at the same time, and they're gonna get you to your goal. That's worth a sub, in my opinion. So what good is prepping all this in advance if it isn't delicious? So now, I think it's time to pull up a chair, strap on the old feed bag, and try these things together. You guys ready? Let's go. Final Boss joggers, man, look at that pocket. Zipper. FinalBossLegs.com, code RJ10, saves you 10%. And then real quick, I need to get my greens in for the day, man. Does anything in this dish look green? I didn't think so, but I like it that way. But this way, man, I'm covered. Spicy. Available at FinalBossFrench.com, Amazon.com for you, should code RJ10, 10%. So grab this top slice, I already got the sugar-free syrup all in it. It's in a little bath. We should be good. I'm just gonna bite right off that sucker. The perfect bite. 3, 2, 1, let go. If there's one thing about the flavor I would say is that it retains more of the bread flavor when you do it this way. If that makes sense, I don't know. I imagine if you're here, you've seen everybody making Anabolic French toast. This is just another way to get that breakfast in, but be a little more prepared. Ahead of the game, if you will. Because if I have one complaint that I get majority of the time from clients, right, when I have them on a meal plan, is they normally end up saying they skip breakfast because they just don't have time to cook it. Something like this is a solution, man. A lot of people are starting their days off in the Starbucks drive-thru, in the McDonald's drive-thru. They're starting with a 1,000-calorie coffee, maybe a couple sausage McMuffins, a lot of fat, not a lot of protein. You're setting your whole day up for failure when you do that. When you start your day with a high-protein breakfast, a filling breakfast, it has the same effect as making your bed in the morning when you wake up, man. You feel good about it.
High protein? Really? High protein? All right. I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about this guy because he seems like a cool guy. And I guess this is so okay. Here's my problem with this. This is not good advice for most people. This is bad advice for most people. For somebody like him, who is a fitness professional, he's on TRT. The dude clearly works out. He's got a lot of leverage on himself to train very hard and maintain a certain look, so he can recommend people eat these fucking, donuts and shit. Like, okay, fine. For him, it's okay. For somebody like Greg Doucette, who's a professional bodybuilder, he's got a lot of leverage on himself to look really good and train extra hard. Something like this is fine. For your average person who's fat and out of shape and has bad habits when it comes to food and bad values when it comes to food and bad reasons for choosing to buy certain foods over other foods, this is bad advice. You don't tell people, you need to wean people off this like addiction to eating these tasty, sugary, sweet foods. Oh, there's no sugar in it, it's sucralose. Fine, whatever. It's the same shit. It's sweet. It stimulates the same part of your brain. This is bad advice. It's not high protein. I mean, how much egg is possibly in there? You know what a high protein meal is? Fucking 8 eggs. That's a high protein meal. You know what a high protein meal is? A fucking chicken. That's a high protein meal. A high protein meal, eating a steak. That's a high protein meal. Not white bread with some egg whites on it, baked. That's not high protein. Anyway, whatever, fine. It's all marketing is what it is. It's marketing. You want to make a video, you want to like make it entertaining for the fucking 3-second attention span Zoomers who are like, watching this while they wait for their next Fortnite game to load. And you want to make something that is not, they don't want to hear the boring advice. They don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to fucking hear the hard, boring shit, which is that like, guess what? Most foods you should not be eating. Sorry, anabolic French toast is one of them. You should not be eating fucking white bread with enriched flour from fucking Walmart with eggs that you bought in a carton. You shouldn't be eating that. That should not be your first choice when it comes to food. The boring, actual good advice, in my opinion, is that you should be eating food that is natural, that is actually healthy, that you don't need to, add all this extra shit to. For dessert, this is fine. Actually, as I was watching this, I was like, that looks pretty good. That might be good for dessert, right? I like dark chocolate for dessert, but like to eat a couple pieces of this, it looks delicious. For an actual meal, I would never eat this for a meal. Even if I was eating fucking 6 meals a day, I would never eat this for a meal in a million years. Absolutely not. Definitely not. I'm like, what is Greg Doucette thinking? He's recommending people eat this? Like, you're a top bodybuilder and this is what you're telling people to eat? White bread with fucking egg whites on it? I don't know. I guess you can if the rest of your shit is like on point, but I'm just like watching this, like scratching my head. And again, like I said, it's obviously marketing. Like the dude, what is he selling in this? He's selling the fucking meal containers, link in the description for my Amazon thing, selling the t-shirts, selling his fucking green powder. I don't know, anything else. I don't know.
About it. You're doing your body good, and it just starts your day off on the right foot, right? It's the first domino falls, the good domino, then the rest of the dominoes are going to fall much easier. I know they told us for years breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I tend to agree. On top of that, too, you'll be saving some money. I think I paid $1.38 for each of those loaves of bread. I think all in all for the egg white side recipe, maybe like $7. That's a week's worth of breakfast, man. So do that math. You're saving money, you're building muscle, you're losing weight, you're eating good, you're saving time. I mean, why would you not do this? Is the real question. Why would you not do this? I always say this, and as cliche as it might sound, you're always one decision away from changing your entire life. We get in these patterns where we all tend to do the same things every day with the same habits. We think we need the same breakfast every single day, the same drive-through. We think we have to have these little things, these habits, quote unquote, that make our days better. But when you throw a wrench into all that and you try something new, like making a week's worth of French toast, trying any other recipes on my channel, starting the anabolic diet in general, when you do something like that, that can set you on the path to greatness, happiness. You know, to take your shirt off at the pool. Man, I grew up my whole life and I would never take my shirt off at the pool because I was ashamed. But now, I'll eat an anabolic pizza poolside, shirtless. That's where I'm at. Well, I started eating by hand and I forgot the napkin. Good thing I got on these Final Boss joggers. So in this entire recipe, if you made exactly how I did it, what you end up with is, for each 4-slice serving of French toast, you have 371 calories, only 3 grams of fat, 38 grams of protein, 48 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber. Compare that to what you've been eating for breakfast. Compare that to how not full you are after that, and how it kind of engages your cravings for the rest of the day. Have you ever eaten a sausage McGriddle and been satisfied afterwards? No, you want like 4 more. You ever drink one of those big Starbucks sugary coffees, latte, whatever the word is, one of those big 1,000-calorie drinks? Normally, do you want more sugar afterwards? You feel miserable. It doesn't fill you up for any period of time worth it. But eat a breakfast like this, it's going to fill you up.
All right.
Get your daily protein, minimal ingredients, so just about anybody should go to eat it unless you're a vegan. But I don't think we have any vegans on this channel, to be honest. And you're just going to be better for it. And I'm telling you, if you're like me and you love food, right, your life tends to revolve around food, and dieting's always been tough for extended periods of time. Doing it this way, where you're eating foods you love, right? You're not giving things up. You're eating the healthier versions, you're making the better choices. This is really dietary freedom, man. Like I always say, don't take it from me. Try it yourself. And I'm telling you, man, you do this for a week, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, your dogs are going to pay more attention to you. It's going to be good all the way around. I guarantee that. And if you were interested in having a handy little guide right in your pocket with all my recipes in it, the RJF Anabolic Cookbook, available at the link in my description, has every one of my recipes. So you can meal prep out in advance. You can follow a diet that is actually sustainable. I find ways to make the foods that we all love, but the better versions, the high protein versions, the lower calorie versions, right? So if you...
All right. Who told me they liked this video? Who are you? I'm banning you from my channel. Whatever. My fucking computer's not working. Once you understand that there's a small group of foods that you can eat that will completely eliminate any cravings, you will not need to eat shit like this at all. This is, and again, like I said, to be fair, like I don't know how much of this is sizzle versus how much of this he actually believes. I guess he's genuine and that he believes that like he's, you know, you need to do this in order to like be able to diet and be thin. You need to like come up with all these ways to work around your like unbearable desire to eat sugar or something. That's not been my experience. Am I just like missing a fucking gene mutation that makes me not want to eat food? I don't think so. I haven't been my whole life only eating fucking 10 things. You know, you compare eating this anabolic French toast to a sugary Starbucks Frappuccino. Okay. You could also compare it to fucking stabbing yourself in the head. Oh yeah, obviously I'd rather eat this. You don't compare it to like, what about oatmeal and eggs? What's wrong with that? Oh, that's right. You're not going to get a shout out from Greg Doucette by saying eat oatmeal and eggs. You know, this is like, I don't know. It kind of just seems like it's pandering a little bit. Like, I'm going to make this video about, and to be fair, I get it. It's a smart move. You know, Greg Doucette rising in popularity. The other guy, Will Tennyson, did it. Like a bunch of people are doing it now. Like Greg Doucette, so amazing. You know, I've made videos about Greg Doucette. He's never given me a shout out. Apparently, you either need to like completely disagree with him and call him a fucking idiot, or you need to be like, I followed his diet. I love everything about it. Greg Doucette's a genius. And then he'll make a video about you. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I get it, but like let's just see it for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like don't promote this as like this is a way to be healthy. You got to micromanage all of these fucking 6 meals, make a week's worth of white bread and egg whites, you know, cooked together. And this is like what you need to do. And this plus like making all, you know, anabolic donuts, anabolic pizza, anabolic fucking whatever. Like, let's not pretend that this is the best way to like be, or even the optimal solution for like being a healthy person. It's not this. It's not this. Yeah, you want to compare it to eating a fucking frappuccino, fine. Or like whatever other low quality foods he mentioned that this might be better than. But I would never eat this for breakfast. White bread with egg whites. I guess the egg whites are okay. But with all that fucking fake sugar, like why would you have that? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I like this guy. I was planning on being a lot nicer in this video. Yeah. Anyway, do you guys have any other recommendations for YouTubers? This was kind of fun, even though I wasn't nice. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.